Looking for a dynamic processor that goes beyond just compression, allowing you to scape your sound in completely new ways? Let me introduce you to PSP DRC. Hey everyone, Chris Hawkins here from Streamworks Audio. In this video, we're going to dive into PSP AudioWare's latest creation, PSP DRC, the Dynamic Range Controller. This isn't just another compressor or expander. It's a reimagined tool inspired by classic hardware, but built for modern production. PSP DRC gives you incredible control over the dynamic ebb and flow of your audio, letting you compress and expand across the entire signal. It's perfect for adding punch, bringing out subtle details, or even crafting unique lo-fi textures. Let's take a look at what makes this plugin so powerful. At its heart, PSP DRC offers versatile dynamic processing. It combines classic VCI-style level detection with these capabilities. The most crucial part of PSP DRC is its mode switch. You have three distinct options here. First, there's the below mode. This processes signals that fall below your set threshold level. Think of it like a typical expander, where it attenuates signals below the threshold. But here's the cool part. You can also use it for upward compression. That's right, it boosts signals below the threshold, bringing out quiet details and sustain without crushing the peaks. Next up is above mode. This focuses on signals above the threshold. This is your more familiar territory, acting like a typical compressor. It attenuates signals that cross the threshold. But just like the below mode, it can also do upward expansion. This means it can boost signals above the threshold, enhancing transients and giving sounds more punch. Finally, we have the linear mode. This is where PSP DRC works across the entire dynamic range. The threshold acts as a reference point with a 0 dB of gain. In linear mode, you can achieve whole range compression where the signals below the threshold are boosted and signals above are attenuated. Or you can do whole range expansion, attenuating signals below the threshold and boosting those above. This is incredibly flexible for overall dynamic shaping. PSP DRC provides advanced sidechain features and an external sidechain support. You have a dedicated sidechain EQ section with a high-pass filter, a low shelf, and a high shelf. This lets you precisely shape which frequencies trigger the dynamic processing. You can also mix internal and external sidechain sources, and even monitor the sidechain input to hear exactly what's driving the processor. Let's take a look at some of the key controls that give you this detailed control. The ratio knob sets the intensity of the dynamic processing. Values above 1:1 are for compression, and values below 1:1 are for expansion. The threshold knob sets the reference point where the dynamic processing begins. You have standard attack and release controls to shape how quickly the plugin reacts to signals. The gain limits are truly powerful. The cut limit sets the maximum amount of attenuation the processor can apply, and the boost limit sets the maximum amount of gain the processor can apply. These limits allow you to precisely control how much gain reduction or gain increase happens. You can choose your level detector type with the type switch. Select peak for reacting to transient peaks, or RMS1 and RMS2 for different forms of RMS detection. The sat knob introduces output saturation. This mimics the clipping and saturation characteristics of hardware, from transistor-style clipping to tape and soft tube-like saturation. It's fantastic for adding character and warmth to your sound. The mix knob allows for parallel processing. You can blend the dry original signal with the dynamically processed signal, perfect for classic New York compression. And the level knob sets the overall output gain. PSP AudioWare has included some excellent workflow features. Engage the Fat button for quad sampling, which provides an ultra-smooth, aliasing-free operation. The plugin comes with a large library of factory presets, which are great starting points for experimentation. The A/B system lets you quickly compare different settings or presets. You can copy and paste settings between instances of the plugin. And there's a full undo-redo functionality, which is a lifesaver when you're experimenting. So there you have it, an overview of PSP DRC, PSP Audioware's powerful new dynamic range controller. It's far more than a typical compressor, offering comprehensive compression and expansion across your entire signal. With its unique modes, compander capabilities, and flexible sidechain, PSP DRC opens up a world of sonic possibilities. I highly recommend checking out the demo to hear it in action for yourself. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.